Heavyweight champion of the world weighed in at 215.5 pounds. And we had these words from Smokin' Joe. Joe, you made one statement in your pre-fight conversations that you've always had difficulty when you fought a man your size.
Yeah, well, the guys who are smaller, I had trouble getting more to the body, you know what I mean? But I've been working on more right hands now and jab and different ones. I think I'll be able to get to the body after you open up. It's the point. But I've been working my sparring partner, been a little trouble getting to their body, you know what I mean? But therefore these guys know what I work like, so therefore they'll really be looking for shots that, you know, I usually throw. But with a new man, don't know how you work, it'd probably be a little problem for him.
Joe, I know that you're one of the hardest men in the world in terms of training. You really take it seriously. You really work at your trade. How do you feel yourself in terms of your condition as, say, compared to when you fought Ali?
Well, I feel like I'm in top shape. Otherwise, I quit trying to grind my body down to a certain weight. Right now, I left from my scales, you know, and then scales is very different. I wear, like, with no clothes on, my trunk's a little heavy. I wear about 211. So now, instead of trying to, you know, starve myself and weaken myself down to come into a special weight, then I quit worrying about that. Only thing I want to know whether I'm strong and my condition, that's what I'm worried about, and I work on it.
You're an overwhelming favorite. Does that mean anything to you in terms of going in?
Well, it never bothered me none at all, because I've been underdog once, you know what I mean, and that doesn't mean anything. Otherwise, you got to worry about your condition, and my condition is good, and I'm pleased with my shape, so therefore, all I can get out there and perform.
Joe, the best of luck.
Thank you much.
Surprised look on his face, 191.5 pounds, and we had this conversation with Terry. Terry, I know that you probably have thought of this. Everybody says you don't have a chance. How do you feel?
Well, first of all, I'm glad the fight's here. It's been, it's the end of a long grind of hard work, and because it's been hard work, I feel confident. I mean, I feel I've done everything I can do to get ready for this fight. Now, I'm not nervous like I am sometimes before a fight because I hadn't trained, you know. I'm not fidgeting, trying to figure out last-minute strategy, but I know I'm ready. I'm in the best shape I've ever been. I feel strong. I feel good, and all that adds to confidence.
Everybody says that any time a heavyweight gets in the ring, he's got a chance. Certainly, as long as you've got a glove on your hands, you can certainly end it just as suddenly and surprisingly, no matter if the odds are against you.
Well, I think I got more than a chance, Tom, because my mind is directed to one thing, and that's winning. I mean, well, if I have a chance in here just because I get in the ring, well, that's fine, but I've got more than that because I plan to do something. I mean, I strive to win, and I'm going to strive to win tonight.
Have you ever fought a fighter that is the smothering, constant hammering type of puncher as Frazier is?
Oh, I don't think he's been exactly like Frazier, but my sparring partner for this fight, Sonny Moore, has been similar in style, and he's exaggerated Frazier's style to where he's just always all over me. And it's a little bit frustrating the way he keeps coming in, even though I drill him with shots occasionally, but by the same token, a man coming in adds momentum to my punch, and if the right punch comes in on the chin, then it's all over.
You think you've got the punch if it lands to take Frazier out?
No, I don't think I do. I know I do. If it lands, it's all over.
Good luck, Terry.
Thank you, Tom.
The words of Terry Daniels, and now here is the line on the two fighters.
Former great lightweight champion of the world, making his home in New Orleans, a product of the Crescent City ring, Joe Brown. At ringside, two-time bantamweight champion of the world, one of the great legends of the American boxing ring, Pete Herman. Pete Herman. Presenting the former light heavyweight champion of the world, another great New Orleans product, Willie Pastrano. Willie Pastrano. And also, we have the top-rated contender in the heavyweight division, former Olympic champion and great heavyweight prospect George Foreman.
Here comes the champion, Joe Frazier, stepping through the ring in a brilliant purple robe with white trimming. Smokin' Joe, and he is the heavyweight champion of the world.
We would like to remind that 2 10-round fights will follow the main event. Presenting from Dallas, Texas, the challenger, wearing red trunks, weighing in for tonight's championship bout, 191.5 pounds, from Dallas, Terry Daniels. Terry Daniels. The champion of the world in the heavyweight division, wearing tonight purple trunks with white trim, weighing in at 215.5 pounds, from the city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the champion, Joe Frazier. Referee, Herman Dutrecht, and the judges, Maxie Dugerson and Eddie Kid Brown. 15 rounds for the heavyweight championship of the world.
No holding and no hitting at any time. And when I think you're holding, I'm going to ask you to break. Step back and keep your hands up at all times. You understand that? The mandatory 8 count into the back. You know this also. Now, there's also a rule that I want to get you clear there. If you're going to knock down the bell, I will continue counting until the man is either up or he's counted out. You understand this? Make this a clean fight. Good luck to both of you.
All right, we're ready to go. This is 15 rounds for the World's Heavyweight Championship. Joe Frazier in the purple trunks. Terry Daniels in the pink trunks. And we'd like to remind you again, those of you who might have tuned in just a little bit late, in Louisiana, it's scored by the round. There are 2 judges and a referee. They will give the decision if it goes to 15 rounds. Also like to tell you that there is no 3 knockdown rule here in Louisiana. Daniels moving out. Frazier again working his arms like a piston.
Tom, Daniels did the right thing. He made Joe respect him a little bit right away. So 2 good punches.
Daniels ties him up. Neither have thrown any really consequential punches at the moment. Frazier, as you can see, with those pile-driving arms, tremendous power. Constantly looking for that opening. There's a left hook. Terry caught it high, came away from it. And the pattern of the fight pretty well starts to show itself. Frazier hooking.
That was a solid left hook, Tom. That shook up Terry.
Frazier boring in, as he always does, looking for the chance to put his opponent away. Another good left hook. Frazier not going to waste any time, apparently. He's going right after his man, as he invariably does.
He really puts that pressure on, Tom. He's got you in front of him all the time.
Smokin' Joe is what they call him, and that's the way he fights. He's constantly throwing those punches. That left hook is one of his most solid and one of his most devastating. And so far, he has connected with it a couple of times in this first round. Frazier pursuing. Daniels flicking that left hand out, trying to keep him away. Daniels lets go a left to the midsection. Follows with a right cross. Frazier took them both and came back with a left hand. Again, the left hook by Frazier. Daniels coming back left and right by Frazier. Frazier has stunned Daniels. Terry is looking for an opening, trying to dance away. The heavy firepower. Another great left hook by Frazier, followed by the left and the right. He's trying to take him out of there as fast as he can. Jerry Daniels now knows the importance of fighting the heavyweight champion of the world. He doesn't get that title just by reputation alone.
One thing I will say for Daniels, he is punching back, Tom.
Daniels keeps flicking that left hand out there, but Frazier doesn't pay any attention to it. There's a big left hook. Daniels is hurt. Another left and right. Daniels takes another straight left. The count is on. Daniels is up at the count of 8. The bell rang.
The bell rang.
The bell has rung.
The bell rang.
Nobody heard the bell on the left of us.